Hi, this is Mrs. Davis. This is AP Computer Science, and we're starting Unit 9 today. This is a unit on inheritance, and it's kind of exciting. I like this unit. It is about building classes again, so it takes us back to several of our other units, but I hope you're interested in this. So first of all, what is inheritance? Inheritance is a feature of object-oriented programming that increases the ability to reuse code by allowing one class to be an extension of another. So we call them like having parent classes and child classes. So when we think of inheritance, we can think of an attribute or a trait that a child may receive from a parent, like eye color, biological characteristics. But in Java, we use inheritance to build a hierarchy of classes that has similar characteristics. That's like a taxonomic classification, like in biology, when you have a genus and all the things that go under that. So parent classes, which are also called superclasses, have attributes and behaviors that can be inherited by child classes or subclasses, so that you don't have to write a whole bunch of methods for each child class if you have several offshoots. So let's talk about just an example of superclasses and subclasses. So in this example we're doing right now, we have an animal class. So that's going to be our superclass. And then we have subclasses of reptiles and mammals. And then under reptiles, it has subclasses of turtles and crocodiles. And how it works is it goes like this. It goes up. A crocodile is a reptile, and a reptile is an animal, okay? And a turtle is a reptile, and a turtle is an animal. So a turtle can't be a crocodile, right? So you can only go up. So in this case also we have giraffes, bears, and lions as subclasses or child classes of mammals. And then under bears, we have a further subclass of brown bears. So you can see how things start to make sense here. So that means a brown bear, is a mammal, and is an animal. Okay, and that's how that works, whereas a lion is a mammal and an animal. All right, so inheritance is make sure you know these, like these are good multiple choice questions. Why do we use inheritance? Big time is for code reusability. So if we have a class up in animals, look how many other classes are under animals. So if we write a method that all animals have, all the other animals can inherit that method. So if we have a super method, like, super class method, that all other classes can inherit. So I don't have to write one for mammals, giraffes, bears, lions, polar bears, and brown bears. I can just write it in animals, and everybody under it can inherit it. Another reason that we use inheritance is it prevents repeating code. Okay, so if you have to change something, and remember that's such a big deal, is maintaining software, is that if you only have it in one place rather than many, we won't make mistakes when you have to edit it. Also, it's very good for readability and organization. Have a big organized structure of all your classes, and so you have readability and cohesion. And maintenance, I bring that back around, same reason for preventing code. When you need to change it, you only have to change it once. Now, we have an example here. I'm going to start a non-programming example for now. But it's such a great example. So this is employees at a company and a hierarchy. And so they have rules about vacation, sick days, medical benefits, etc. And they're different certain rules are different for certain groups, like how long vacation is, etc. So the subdivision of the company has its own rules. Lawyers are different, has a set of different ones. So lawyers use a different form to ask for vacation leave than do secretaries. So we have a manual that has all these rules. So we have an employee manual, and then under the employees we have lawyer employees, secretary employees, and marketer employees. And then under secretary, we have legal secretary employees. Okay, so all employees attend a common orientation where they learn the general rules, okay? Rules that apply to all people. Each employee receives a 20-page manual of these rules to read. Then, afterwards, the employee goes to their subdivisions and reads secondary, smaller manuals covering that subdivision's specific rules. So some rules are added to those in the 20-page general manual, and a few are replaced. So it could override something in the employee manual general employee manual, or it could have more things specific for it. For example, here's a good example. One class of employees may get 3 weeks of vacation instead of 2, and one class may use a pink form to apply for it, time off, rather than a yellow form listed in the 20-page manual. Okay, so alternatively, you could give every employee a large manual containing both the general rules and the rules of all the subdivisions in one book. The lawyer will receive a 22-page manual, the secretary a 21-page manual, etc. So why is the first scenario better? Well, you can tell just by me stating that. First of all, redundancy. You have to repeat a whole bunch of material in the 22-page manual and in the secretary manual, and if you have to make changes in the manual scenario, all manuals have to be updated individual, which can be a complicated process. So again, that whole not making errors because you didn't get every book brought forward everywhere that had that. So it also enables employees who want to know all the rules specific to lawyers only. They only have to read the 2-page manual. Why do I want to go through